Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our 7-day Come Back to the Mat Yoga Challenge. We're here on day 2, and we have a playful little practice today. So all I want you to do is move through these postures, having fun, maybe smiling a bit here on your mat. So as always, you don't need any props to get started, but if you would like to pause the video now and just go grab a pillow or a blanket to support your knees or get cozy here on the mat, I'm all for it. We're going to go ahead and get started right here in mountain pose. So we're coming to our mat. We can take our feet hip-width distance apart like this, or bringing them close together. So it's up to you here. Pushing those feet into the mat, engaging through those thighs to lift those knees. We're going to bring our hands strong by our side. Maybe we inhale to lift those shoulders to your ears, back and down. Let's go ahead and close our eyes here. Coming to find our breath here today. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. I want you to feel all of your weight evenly distributed under your feet. And we're going to start to play with our balance here, maybe rocking one way, bringing all the weight to your toes, maybe rocking the other way and coming back. Taking little circles here, maybe losing our balance. Just playing with the sensation of our weight in different parts of your feet today. Remembering your breath, we're bringing our breath here. And just playing around with this little balance. Good. We're going to come to standing in our strong mountain once more before slowly batting those eyes open. Let's take this mountain to the front of our mat here, looking forward if you're not already there. Inhale, we're going to take those arms up above us, looking up. Exhale, we're going to drop that chest to our thighs, bending your knees as much as you need to. We're going to drop our right hand in front of our feet and open up to that left arm, looking up, taking a twist here. Exhale, we drop back down, switching your hands, inhaling to twist the opposite way, looking up towards your right hand. Breathing here, just observing how you feel in these postures. We'll drop that hand down, inhaling to a halfway lift. So finding a flat back position, maybe straightening out your legs here. We'll exhale to drop back into our forward fold before inhaling up, taking a big good morning stretch, looking up to the sky, taking up space here, and exhaling those arms down by your side, back to our mountain. We'll take one big breath here before getting into our little flow sequence. We're going to inhale those arms up, looking up above you. Exhale, we're going to drop that chest to our thigh, bending our knees as generously as possible. Maybe giving yourself a little hug, bringing those hands behind those ankles. Inhale, we halfway lift, flat back position, looking forward. Exhale, we'll take those hands down. We're going to bring that left foot back, maybe dropping on that back left knee, untucking those toes. Inhale to come up to your low lunge. Let's go ahead and pivot on that back knee, opening up to the side, variation of warrior 2. We can drop our hand back and around, raising our right arm to the sky, stretching through that right side body. Let's cartwheel those hands down, pivoting on that back leg and coming to a high plank position here. Strong high plank. Our hands are underneath our shoulders. We can drop down on our knees here, dropping everything to the belly. The forehead touches the mat. We're going to push into our hands, coming up on an inhale to cobra. So press into that pelvis, press into those feet, lifting your chest up. Exhale, we drop that forehead to the mat. Tucking those toes under. We can press straight up to plank or come through on our knees, bringing those hips back to come up, finding your downward facing dog. Maybe we pedal out the hips, moving those hips left and right, taking circles, bending our knees, walking the dog, dropping one heel down and the other. Raise those hips high to the sky. We're going to take that sequence to the opposite side. So this time you're going to raise your left leg high, bringing that left leg through to middle. Dropping on that back right knee, untucking those toes. Inhale, we come up into our low lunge. You can stay on your knees, pivoting on that back knee, opening up to a variation of warrior two. And then we're going to bring that back right arm behind us, stretching up through that front arm, leaning back here. Inhale, we come up, cartwheeling those arms down, pivoting on that back foot. We're going to tuck those toes under, coming to our high plank position. Let's go ahead and slowly lower down to our bellies. So you can drop the knees here if you want to, or we can stay strong, coming down to the belly. Pressing your hands next to your chest, pressing down into that pelvis. Inhaling to come up, cobra. Just enjoying the ride. Exhale, that forehead comes to the mat. We're going to tuck those toes under, maybe coming through tabletop again, or maybe just pushing straight up, plank to downward facing dog. We're going to try to find stillness here if that feels good, before we take it over to the other side. So let's raise that right leg high. Bring that right foot in between your hands. You can drop down like you did before, or we're going to inhale up. High lunge, looking forward. We'll open up those hips, coming to the side, warrior two this time, or our modification from before. Let's bring that back arm behind us, lifting through the front arm, looking up. We'll cartwheel those hands down, pivoting on that back foot, meeting in a high plank here. We drop our knees or stay strong. We're all going to drop down to our bellies together. Untuck those back toes, press into those hands, press into that pelvis, and inhale, come up for your cobra. Exhale, we drop your forehead to your mat. Let's tuck those toes under behind us, maybe coming through tabletop, or just pushing up from plank to downward facing dog. We'll take a few breaths here, just noticing how we feel. Let's go ahead and lift that left leg high. Bring that left foot in between your hands. Inhale up to a high lunge or a low lunge, dropping that back knee. We're going to open up to the right side of our mat here, and we're going to flip our hands, bringing that back hand behind us, stretching through that front side body. Exhale to cartwheel those hands down, pivoting on that back foot, bringing that left foot to meet the right. We're here in high plank. We can drop all the way down to our bellies, And then inhale up to cobra, or coming through chaturanga to upward facing dog. And however you want to get there, we're all meeting in downward facing dog. Breathing here. Taking one more big cycle of breath. Let's go ahead and look forward. We can step, jump, or hop those feet in between your hands. Forward fold, maybe gripping behind your heels. Bend those knees as generously as you need to. Inhale, we halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, we fall. And on one big inhale, we're going to bring those arms up with us, looking up to the sky. Big stretch here. Exhale, those arms come strong to our side, opening through the chest. Breathing here. Really good. We're going to come to a balancing posture, our tree pose today. So I'm going to come to the middle of the mat just so you can see me. So two options. Again, you can have your feet placed hip width distance apart, or you can bring your feet together. Depends on your body and how you feel today. We're going to put all the weight into our left leg first. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips, and I'm going to come to the tippy toes of my right foot here. So maybe we just stay here, or we can open that right knee to the right side. So I'm still using my tippy toes here to balance me. We can stay here, or maybe we raise that right foot just a little onto your shin. Or maybe we want to come a little higher, using your hand, maybe bringing your foot here to your thigh, opening up that knee, pressing into your center wherever you are. So you want to rest this foot on top of your knee or underneath your knee, but never here on your knee. So finding your version today of your tree pose. So we could be here, pressing that foot into the thigh. So we're squeezing in to the midline. And we're going to inhale, those arms come up. Finding a point to focus on here. Breathing wherever you are. Opening up those hips. Maybe we close our eyes. Maybe we sway back and forth. Practicing our balance here. Smiling, having fun wherever you are. When you're ready to come out of it, we're going to come out of it the same way we came in. So bringing your hands to your hips, closing that knee, and slowly dropping that right foot to the mat. Let's go ahead and wiggle out the kinks, maybe wiggling out our ankles, breathing here. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So wherever you are in your mountain pose, we're going to bring all the weight to your right leg. Let's come up onto our tiptoes, opening that knee out to the side, keeping those toes on the ground or lifting them slightly. If you're here and you feel good, keeping your hands on your hips or raising them in the air. Other options, same as the last time. Maybe we bring that left foot up, squeezing into the midline for balance. We'll lift those hands high above us. Maybe we close our eyes, practicing the balance here, playing with the wind, moving our hands left and right, breathing here. When you're ready, we're going to come out of it the same way we came in. So maybe we close that knee, dropping the foot down, bringing your hands to your hips. Really nice. We're going to be here at the front of the mat in mountain if you're not already. And we're going to open your feet as wide as the mat. Your toes are going to hang off the mat. Let's go ahead and sit down into our yogi squat. Bringing your hands to prayer position, using your elbows to open your knees, open your hips. Looking forward here. Let's take one big cycle of breath before we drop those hands behind us, sitting onto the mat. And maybe we bring those hands behind us just to take some windshield wipers. So if you're not used to doing a yogi squat, your hips might be really tight here. We're going to come to lay on our backs. Let's go ahead and hug those knees into our chest. And we're going to take a supine twist. So all that means is we're going to drop our knees over to the left side. And I'm going to bring my right arm up above me, dropping my right shoulder over to the right side, looking over to the right. Twisting here. Feeling the support of your body on the mat. Letting everything go. Breathing here. Maybe sinking those knees closer to the ground. We're going to take one big inhale to unwind, coming back to center. Hugging those knees into your chest again. And dropping your knees over to the right side. Let's open up through the left arm, dropping your left shoulder to the mat, looking over to your left hand. You can close your eyes here, just noticing how you feel. Breathing here. Dropping those knees a little bit closer to the ground, feeling both shoulders on the mat. On a big inhale, we'll come back to center. We're going to bring our arms in between our knees, opening up our hips, gripping our feet, coming to a happy baby. Rocking left, rocking right. Getting ready to end our practice today. Maybe we straighten one leg and the other. Just playing with any movement here that feels good. Trying to keep your lower back on the mat. When you're ready, we're going to take up space, dropping those legs long on the mat, letting your feet fall out to both sides, your arms fall to both sides. Releasing your breath, coming to the natural rhythm of your body. And if you have the time, I invite you to stay here in your savasana for just a little longer. But if not, nice work today on day 2. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 3. Bye-bye.